Yeah. What up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast. We're diving deep today, guys. We're talking about these crazy ass fires in California, guys. How these people are going to rebuild, how we can help, what we need to be careful about. So tune in because we're going to talk about it. So what up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. Mike Manifestations in the house, the space where weird stories meet humanity and we uncover the truths that connect us all, guys. Today's episode is a heavy one. It's raw, but it's also necessary, guys. Those of you that don't know or been in a different space or somewhere else, who knows where. Right now, California's burning. Not for the first time, and sadly, likely not for the last. The wildfires raging across the state have turned lives upside down, guys, leaving families displaced, memories destroyed, and communities grappling with the level of loss that's hard to comprehend, man. It's fucking crazy. So this episode, guys, is going to be dedicated to those affected by the flames, the families packing their lives into suitcases, the firefighters risking everything to protect others, and even the landscapes and the wildlife that forever changed. Today we're going deep into the human side of this tragedy. The pain, the courage, and the hope that emerges into the ashes, guys. So grab a cup of coffee, find a quiet spot, and let's talk about what's going on, what's happening here in California. Thank you guys for your prayers out in California. I know it's been rough, man. It's been rough for some people. Fortunately enough, we're about, I want to say maybe 20 miles east of the fires. So, thanks be to God that, we're not affected by it. But my heart goes out to all those that are, affected by the fires, having to relocate, having to evacuate, having to lose everything, their prized possessions. So with that, guys, I want to start with the numbers because they help us grasp the sheer scale of this disaster, man. So as of January 20th, 2025, over 40,603 acres have been scorched across Southern California. Wow. Thousands of families, over 200,000 people have been forced to evacuate their homes. That is ridiculous, bro. That's fucking crazy. That's insane. So in Los Angeles County, the Palisades and the Eden fires have been the most devastating. The Palisades fire has burned approximately 23,713 acres, destroying over 6,051 structures and resulting in 10 confirmed fatalities. The Eden fire has consumed about 14,021 acres, destroying over 9,416 structures, leading to 17 confirmed fatalities. Wow. Just think of that. That's crazy. Let me paint a picture for you guys. So imagine, waking up to a sky that no longer is blue, but an eerie shade of orange, as you guys see in the background. The air smells like smoke, thick and heavy, making it hard to breathe. Your phone buzzes with an alert, saying evacuate immediately. You grab what you can, your kids, your pets, maybe a photo album or your grandmother's jewelry, and you leave. I seen a guy that just had his dad passed away maybe a month before these fires. You, you want to know the only thing that he grabbed that was more precious to him than anything else? It was his father was in the service, so he grabbed his father's American flag, commemorating him, on his passing and stuff like that. That's the only thing he thought of grabbing and left. Now imagine you have nowhere to go. Shelters are overcrowded, roads are jammed, you're sitting in your car, unsure if the life you've built will be there when you return. That's fucking crazy. But this is the reality of thousands of Californians right now. Wow. That's beyond beyond what I can think of, man. But these fires are about more than just the here and now. They're the result of years of drought, rising temperatures, and a changing climate that has turned California into a tinderbox. Well, we'll get to the root causes in a bit, but first let's hear from some of the people, living through this nightmare that they have to go, endure pretty much. It's sad. I just got back from Orlando, Florida, and like I said, just coming back, and it's just, still to think that there's still, it's still happening, it's still blaze, a lot of it is contained, but there's still a lot that isn't contained, but with that, I had the chance to speak with a few people, directly impacted by these fires. One of them is, her name is Elena. She's a single mom from Malibu. Elena told me about the moment she realized she had to leave. She had to pretty much pack up and go. She said it was around 2 a.m., when she saw flames on the hill behind her house. She had minutes to act. She grabbed her 2 kids, their dog Max, and a suitcase she had packed for emergencies. But here's the thing, that stuck with me. Elena wasn't just worried about herself. She was worried about her elderly neighbor, Mr. Jensen. 82-year-old guy, uses a walker. Elena begged him to come with her, but he refused. He told her, this is my home. If it goes, I go with it. Damn, that's crazy. That's mind-boggling, But can you imagine the helplessness she must have felt, driving away, knowing she might never see him again, But I mean, there's people that have been there, that have been, just trying to put everything out with buckets and water hoses, and I've seen people on their roofs and everything else trying to put it out. Another story comes from, Carlos, a firefighter who's been on the front lines for 18 days straight. Carlos described the exhaustion, the long hours, the physical toll, and the emotional weight of just watching families lose everything. That's crazy. But he also talked about the camaraderie, amongst his team. He said, in the worst moments, you see the best in people. Strangers helping strangers. That's what keeps him going. That's what keeps him going. He sees that, people that had never probably even known who your neighbor is. They're coming over and they're helping you with trying to save your home, trying to save your precious, stuff. It's crazy. And these stories remind us that, behind every statistic is a person, a life impacted in ways most of us can't fully understand, and it's crazy. It's mind-boggling. It's like, who would have thought, somebody's, sticking around helping just strangers, like I said, strangers helping strangers, trying to save their stuff, It's fucking crazy. But yeah, so let's talk about the bigger picture. Wildfires don't just destroy homes, they devastate entire ecosystems. Those thousands of animals are displaced or killed. Fragile habitats and are wiped out in minutes. The soil becomes so scorched that it struggles to retain water, leading to erosion and landslides long after the fires are out. And then there's the the air quality. People hundreds of miles away are feeling the effects of the smoke. It's thick, it's toxic, and especially dangerous, for kids, the elderlies, and those with, respiratory issues. Even like I said, even though we're about 20 miles east, if not maybe more, of the fires, they still advise that we wear, the KN95 masks and stuff like that, and then just economically, the impact is staggering. Governor Gavin Newsom has estimated that this could be one of the costliest disasters in the U.S. history, with damages exceeding 50 billion. Insurance claims alone are expected to hit 20 billion. And here's the thing, it's not just about rebuilding what's lost. It's about preparing, for what's next. Because the fires will come again. Just because, of everything, like I said, all the different form factors that come into play, but why does it keep happening? Let's dive into the why. Why does this keep happening year after year after year? And it comes down to, a deadly combination of factors. First, climate change, California's getting hotter and drier, creating the perfect condition for wildfires. Obviously, once it gets hotter, it gets drier, all those weeds and all that habitation is gonna just go up in flames like quick. Second, decades of fires, suppression policies have left forests overcrowded with dry vegetation. In the past, smaller fires would clear out this fuel, but now when fire ignite, they're far more destructive. It's crazy. And finally, we can't ignore human activity, whether it's a downed power line or a campfire that wasn't properly extinguished. Many of these fires are started by people, intentionally or not. But pointing fingers isn't enough. What we need is action. Acción. Hope and action is what's gonna get us through it all. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy just to think about it, But But so, what can we do? For starters, we need to support the people on the ground, you know, donate to organizations like the Red Cross, the California Community Foundations, Wildfire Relief Fund, or smaller local groups, providing direct aid, to these people that have lost everything, and with that, I'm gonna leave some comments. I mean, some links in the some links on the. God damn, I can't even get it out. I'm gonna leave some links in the description, guys. So if you guys feel the need to help out, to donate to to any of these charities that are helping these people that have lost everything, definitely click on those links, guys. Also, beware of those that are out there that are trying to scam people and make money off of this, messed up disaster. There's always somebody that's trying to come up and for their own interests. But also, we also need to hold our leaderships accountable. Push for policies that address climate change, improve for forest management, and invest in fire-resistant infrastructures. Man, that comes to mind. There was this one guy. I don't know how he did it or what he did, but he paid, to pretty much to his whole structure of his home was all done by was all fire-resistant materials. So where some of the stuff around him was pretty much burnt to a crisp, his house was still standing. That's just crazy. But yeah, and on a personal level, guys, we can all make a difference. If you live in a fire-prone area, create defensible spaces, around your home. Have an emergency plan. Stay informed. Most importantly, guys, let's keep talking about this. Don't let the news, cycle move on while people are still suffering. It's crazy to think that people are out there suffering and without a place to pretty much without anywhere to go. And it's a trip because people are losing their homes and their prized possessions, their animals, their it's just like I said, it's just a crazy topic, guys. And like I said, those that feel the need to to donate, help somebody out, in need and so forth, go ahead and click the links in the description, guys. I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna put some links in the description that are gonna help go towards helping people, helping people rebuild, helping people, I don't think you ever are able to rebuild, especially if you've lost all this stuff that you've cherished and, pictures, mementos, just life in general. Not just for those that we've lost that, are no longer with us, but even the memories, those of you that have older kids that, all them baby pictures, all them sporting events, all them, if they're married, all the wedding photos, all that's wiped out, and to come to think that, a lot of these insurance policies here in California were wiping out or canceling people's fire insurance policies within their home insurance. It's just crazy. Some of them people are not gonna have protection or anywhere to go. They're pretty much gonna have to rebuild from scratch. Even though I've heard that they're supposedly gonna be helping them out and giving them 100% funding to try to rebuild their home. But the thing is, how do you rebuild? How do you rebuild from something that you've lost, something that you will never get back, something that you've cherished? It's like, like I said, not just those that we've lost, but if I was to lose anything, in remembrance of my mom, yeah, you always got that in your mind, but being able to see the visuals of, a picture of a video of something that you've held on that, brings that big smile to your face, you can never replicate that. You can never get that back, just having that photographic memory is the only thing that's gonna keep that, keep that alive. But yeah, guys, like I said, it's crazy out here. Keep California in your prayers, guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to Mike Manifestations podcast, guys, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're almost to 100 subscribers, guys. Thanks to you guys that watch my podcast, that share the podcast, that tell others about the podcast. And I'm hoping that this episode gets out and gets out to a lot of people. Like I said, that you guys are able to, if you guys are able to help contribute to, those that have lost their lives here in California. Thank you from me to you guys. You guys are the ones that are gonna make it happen. Okay. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I know this was a heavy subject, but it's something that was in my heart, and it's something that I needed to talk about. Even as I was in Orlando, Florida, this was on my mind. I said, that's the first thing that I'm going to talk about when I get back to California, and as somebody that hasn't been affected 100%, it was just in my heart that I needed to get this message out and let everybody else know what everyone here in California is going through, guys. And you can make a difference. Okay. So with that, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. So yeah, like I said, make sure you guys like and subscribe, guys. We're on all your social medias. We're on YouTube. We're on all your podcast platforms. We're on TikTok still. I know TikTok was a big thing for some of you guys. So. But yeah, we're still on TikTok until who knows what. But yeah, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, wherever we're at, guys, hit us up. And if you guys have any, let us know, guys. If you guys have anything, any comments, anything you guys want to hear, any specific things you guys want us to go over, let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Okay. As I explained to you guys, or as I told you guys before, once we get to 100 subscribers, guys, I'm gonna send out some merch and send out some stuff, send out some love for all the love you guys have given me. So make sure you guys comment. Make sure you guys put a comment in the chat. Say I've been watching or I am watching, and I feel for California. Let's do that. Let's just put in the comments. Put my prayers my prayers go out to California. Okay, prayers go out to California, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, guys. Love you. Keep it real, like Mike Manifestations, guys, and we out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah. Thank you guys. Catch you guys on the next one.